Hey everyone, this is Kosh. I'm going to be doing another demo of Carbon. This is the third beta of Carbon, and the big new feature in this release is that it works without root. That means all Android users can use this. The way this works is since Android's ice cream sandwich release, Google has built in a backup mechanism for apps called Adb Backup. This allows your desktop computer to download apps and app data. Obviously, you don't want any app to access the data from another app because that would be a security hole. But if you use the desktop transport, you can essentially enable Carbon or any other app to access and back up other apps' data. So let's look at what the user experience looks like for a non-rooted regular Android user with Carbon. So you're going to start up and you'll see a new welcome message that says you need to install the desktop app and connect to your PC. So let's press OK, and you can see it's now waiting for the desktop application. So I'm going to switch over to my desktop and I'll run Carbon. And here you can see that Carbon is started up, but it still doesn't detect my Android. So it'll say if you can't connect or if you can't detect your Android phone, you need to install drivers. So if you click through that link, you'll come here and you'll get a list of drivers for pretty much every single manufacturer. So the phone I'm using right now is a Google Nexus 4. So if I download the drivers, I can just update my phone in the control panel here. It's usually easier for a manufacturer. Google's driver installation process is actually really terrible. It's just like a standalone zip or something. Most manufacturers have an installer or something that will do it for you. Make it pretty seamless. So I'm going to let this finish installing drivers. I realize this is the boring part of the video. So driver installation is complete. And whoa, app backup enabled. So as soon as the driver is completed, you'll see the app backup is enabled. You'll see that Carbon has this big check mark that says, hey, and Carbon is enabled on your Android. Your phone is now good to go at this point. You can use Carbon like you would any other, like if you were a root user. So one caveat is that if you turn your phone off or you restart your phone, you will need to reconnect to the Carbon desktop application. This is because the background process that enables backups for Carbon just dies, obviously. It goes away when your phone turns off, and you need to restart it. So let's go back to Carbon itself on Android, which is now good to go. It'll say, hey, app backup is enabled, and it'll tell you the disclaimer about the desktop app. So at this point, you'll see the list of apps that you can back up. You notice that this thing, when the app started, this was open, and then after like 2 seconds, that went down automatically. I had discoverability issues for this. So here, if you pull this panel up, you get the Select All button, and you can see you can back up app data only, and you can save this as a group. So let's actually do that with this is once again a non-rooted phone. Let's back that up, and hey, what do you know? I added box support this release. Oh, it wants me to log in. I'm too lazy to type that password in, and I certainly don't want you to see it, so let's just back it up to my SD card. You notice the process is automated, and what's the other new release? You'll see that it's also in the notification area, so it's backing with Twitter right now. The status bar is also a bit more descriptive with how many apps you have left and how big it is. And yeah, that's it. It's almost done. So I'm going to cut this video off. Later, guys.